hope everyone is enjoying the tasty gift. Jack.
Oh no, not that one.
Before we get started, I just want to give those that are standing in, our guardian angels, I don't know what you guys are going to do, but there are plenty of seats for you. We will begin shortly. I know that we have with us, if you would put your hands together and welcome our explorers from the Baltimore City. These young people joined the mayor and police commissioner and members from the fire department this weekend as we canvassed in the Southern District, and they will be facilitating the Pledge of Allegiance in just a moment. Before we get started, I would like to welcome Pastor Eaton, who will offer. Is Pastor Eaton in the room?
Yes.
Pastor, if you would join us on the stage. As Pastor comes to offer an invocation, I would like to welcome, well, certainly I'm not welcoming, would present to you Dr. Mark Mauer, President of the Federation of the Blind here in Baltimore.
Well, thank you very much, Gus. I appreciate that, and I would want to offer also my welcome to all of you here to the National Federation of the Blind Jernigan Institute, which is our headquarters building for the National Federation of the Blind. It's a nationwide organization. And I want to say this to you, Gus. I appreciate what you said because you called us the National Federation of the Blind. A lot of people call us the National Federation for the Blind, and what we're doing is running an organization that's made up of blind people. Lots of folks think, how can I ever employ a blind person? Do I want somebody who's blind on my staff? Well, we know we want blind people on our staff, so we take all the blind people in America who want to join the National Federation of the Blind, and we make progress here. We build opportunities for blind adults and blind children. We teach kids how to do science and engineering and mathematics. And we teach adults how to live productive lives in this building, and we're an organization made up of blind people. We want to welcome you here because we love the neighborhood. We love to be good neighbors. We want to have people come and join each other here. Mayor Stephanie Rawlings Blake has been here before. I never know exactly how to call you. Is it polite to say Madam Mayor or something? But anyway, you've been here before, and it's great to welcome you back. We had a debate here during the campaign. Tonight we're going to talk about something else. We're pleased, very pleased to have the police commissioner here. We have worked with Butterbean and his colleagues for 10 years or so. And I even asked him why he's known as Butterbean. And he came here one time and he played Santa Claus for us, for the blind kids who come here. And in other words, this has been a great partnership, and I'm glad to have you back. And I appreciate also having our fire chief who has come. We hope to have the safest building in town. And we're always glad to have advice from you about how to make sure it is. We're not talking about our work tonight. We're talking about this community and how to make it a better community. And I know that our mayor and our police commissioner and our fire chief are going to help us do that. And we want to be partners in the process. But we also want you to know that if you have an event and you want to hold it here, please come back. This is a great place to be. We do a lot of good work here, and we'd like to work with our partners in the community in doing it. Thanks for coming.
Again, Pastor Norman Eaton.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, even now, oh God, we just want to take this opportunity to thank you. We want to thank you, oh God, for your grace, your mercy, and your love. We thank you, oh God, for all those that have assembled themselves here even on this evening. We thank you, oh God, for those that are here. Oh God, we thank you for the leadership of this city. We thank you, oh God, for Southern District. We thank you, oh God, because right now we're coming together not just to make it better, but Lord, we want to make it the best. We ask even now, oh God, that you continue to lead us and guide us, oh God. Continue to be with us, be with our families, oh God. Be with, oh God, the Southern District Police Station. Be with every leader that is here, oh God, in their respective places. We ask these things, oh God, of you because we know that you can and we know that you will. So God, have your way even right now in this place. Let all things be done, oh God, according to your will and your grace and mercy. Amen.
Amen. We'll now be led by the Explorers in the Pledge of Allegiance. Let's give them a hand again. I'd like to now, certainly he needs no introduction in this district. He joined us on Saturday as we went out canvassing in Cherry Hill, inviting folks out to tonight's event. I would like to present to you Mr. Jack Baker, President of Southern District CRC.
Hello, Southern District. Thank you. I could hear that. Madam Mayor, can we have about 2 minutes of your program to give an award to Officer of the Month? Okay. Major, where's our major? Here he comes.
Most of these faces here are familiar. For those of you that are new to a meeting like this, every month we award one of the fine officers from the Southern District an Officer of the Month award. This month is a little bit different. This is an award that was due to this officer actually several months ago, but he couldn't receive it the particular night because he wasn't at work. He was on a day off. But the work and the bravery of this officer on a particular night is unmatched by anything that I can remember in recent memory. If Officer Gold can start walking up here. He was patrolling the area of Hollands Ferry and Washington Boulevard in December of 2013, doing business checks as he was required to do. Unfortunately, around the holiday season, where we always see an increase in commercial robberies at local businesses. He was checking the business, and sure enough, as soon as he pulled into the parking lot, a employee ran out and said, officer, we're getting robbed." He parked the van, he called for backup units, he strategically approached the building, not too fast because he wanted to be safe, but at the same time he didn't want the suspect to get away. The suspect comes out, points a loaded handgun at the officer, tries to shoot the officer. He does not shoot the officer, thank goodness. The officer chases him on foot several blocks, catches the bad guy, gets the gun that he threw in a garbage can, and made the arrest. Absolutely phenomenal case. gift for the officer. Officer Gold, if you could come back up here real quick. Jack Baker has another gift from the Community Association, donated by local businesses, and he wanted to award that to him also.
All the citizens are really proud of you and what you do for us. We can go to bed and sleep because of people like you. And we appreciate that. One of our businesses is very active with us, a partner, and that is Brian McComas from Rawlings Oyster on Cross Street. And he is giving us to give to you a $50 gift certificate. They have wonderful food.
I'm free if you want to go have a visit. Around, was it 8:30? 8:30?
We gladly gave up our meeting tonight to the mayor and the commissioner because it's all about public safety. Please ask questions that pertain to public safety. We don't want to talk about garbage cans tonight or potholes. This is about safety. If you have a comment for Madam Mayor or the Commissioner, send them an email. Tonight is crime. And if you start on something not crime, you're going to hear this whistle. Questions should be less than a minute. Again, if you really have a problem, it's going to take you a long time, email. Thank you all very much for being here. And last, thank you.
Well, it is my, thank you, Jack, appreciate it. You ought to, let's put our hands together again. He's It's my honor and privilege to present our mayor as she brings brief remarks on this, our third installment of a series of meetings throughout the city where the mayor meets with constituents, residents like you, to discuss issues centered around public safety. I present Madam Mayor, Mayor Stephanie Rawlings Blake.
Thank you. All right. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Thank you all for coming out. I know that this is your regular CRC meeting, so I am not under any I'm not under any illusion that all of this is because of our public forum. You have a very strong CRC, Jack, and I don't feel guilty at all taking advantage of it. So thank you very much for allowing us to co-opt your Southern District CRC meeting. I love the Southern District CRC because you always have good food, and you always, yeah, I know. And I also appreciate the fact that you recognize an officer a month, and the relationship that the Southern District CRC has with the Southern District Police Station is, you know, it makes other districts jealous because it's such a wonderful working relationship. So I want to thank you for your leadership in this community and for having a big tent. You know, you're always looking to find ways to increase the membership and increase the outreach that you do with the CRC, and I've even had Jack walk and help us with other communities outside of Southern District because he's such a great great leader, and his really a shining example of how to engage the community. So thank you for being there for Southern District and for the entire city. I want to thank President Mark Maurer for hosting us this evening. It's a beautiful building, and I appreciate the Federation allowing us to use this building as a community meeting space. It is certainly a beautiful venue, and I appreciate them doing that. I want to thank Commissioner Batts for being here and for being a partner. We have, you know, we're not done. We've made a lot of progress. But one of the things that I know is we both share a commitment for progress in partnership with the community. That's the only way I think that we're going to get the dramatic results that we want and the results that will stick, is if we do it in collaboration with the community. I want to thank Chief Ford. Please stand up, Chief Ford. This is our fire chief. I think we should give him a nice Tri-City welcome. He was sworn in just a few short weeks ago, and his team has been phenomenal, and I want to thank you, you can have a seat now, and all of the members of your department that came out with us, that knocked on doors. We had a chance in many of the communities where we canvassed in preparation for this meeting to put up smoke detectors, to do carbon monoxide checks, to put up the smoke detectors, and to share resources with community members. And so if you don't have a smoke detector, please know that the fire department is there for you. If you call 311, they can get there within 2 hours. It's a little longer than a pizza, but if you order a pizza, by the time you finish the pizza, they'll be there. And they will do a fire safety check, and they'll put up however many free detectors that you need, smoke detectors that you need, they'll put them in, they'll do it for free. And those batteries will last for 10 years, so you don't have to be annoyed twice a year listening to those batteries chirp. So it is a great resource. I'm supposed to be short, and I'm going to really try my best. I also want to thank Senator Bill Ferguson, who is here with us today. Thank you very much. And I want to thank the Vice President of the City Council, Councilman Ed Reisinger. He came out with me, and he's been a great partner for so many years. His heart is in South Baltimore. Please let there be no question of his commitment to the community. I like to stay on his good side. It doesn't always happen, but when it doesn't happen, it's because he doesn't think I'm doing right by his constituents, and he wants to make sure that I do. When we end up there. And he's been such a tremendous help for me, a voice of calm, a voice of reason, and a voice of leadership on the council. And I'm very grateful for all of those things. So I really want to be brief. Again, we have a strategy that has shown results, and that's our focus on violent repeat offenders. Everyone in here knows there's a small group, a small number of individuals that are causing a lot of the problems in Baltimore, and we have a laser-like focus on those violent repeat offenders. I think it's important that I keep stressing that, because even as the amount of arrests have gone down in Baltimore City, the violence has gone down because we're focusing on the problems, the problem children in our city, the ones who are causing the problems. We're not going back to a time of mass arrests and a time when many communities felt under siege. I know that I cannot depend on communities to work in collaboration and in partnership, in real partnership with the police, if they feel like they are under siege or unwelcome in their own communities. And I have to say that the amount of community outreach that we've been doing, I know is working. And how do I know it's working? It's because over the last year we've seen over 300% increase in the amount of information that's coming from the community to the police that's helping us to get violence under control in Baltimore. I also, while we've done a lot of things to increase that enforcement, we also, are you cutting me off, Dennis? All right, just checking. I'm also pleased that one of the things I talked about in my State of the City is Operation Ceasefire, that will be coming. They're here, but we haven't launched the program. We're doing the data collection right now. But we will be launching them soon, and Ceasefire is a community-based approach on those same targeted individuals, the violent repeat offenders, and it is a way to do a couple of things, to tell those violent repeat offenders that they're willing, and if they desire more for their lives, if they want to get out of the revolving door of the criminal justice system, we're willing to work with them, but if they're not, that we are going to pull together all of the public safety and justice resources that we have and bring them all down on them and their, the friends that they travel with. And so I'm looking forward to introducing that later this year, and I think it will add to the momentum that we've seen in the reduction of violent crime. So I know there's other things that I'm going to talk about, but I've already taken up too much of the time, and I want to leave some time for questions. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to our Police Commissioner, Commissioner Betts. Thank you.
I'm going to do like Jack did. Hello, South Baltimore! Oh, come on. I hear this is a place to party, right? Good evening. thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for your valuable time coming out tonight and allowing my boss and I to come before you. I'd like to say thank you very much to Jack. When I arrived on the scene 18 months ago, Jack was one of the first people that I met with. We consistently continue to have a good partnership together. We were on a walk on Saturday out in the community, and it was very, very exciting to meet the residents within our community. There were several people who felt that they were a little unnerved that for us coming up talking to the police, especially the police commissioner. One lady went up to Jack and said, I'd like to meet the police commissioner, but I don't think I can talk to him. Well, that's completely wrong, and that's the statement that I'm trying to give across, is that we are, starting with me, are approachable. We are those people who you pay the salary of through your tax dollars, so we're here to serve. And so as we come out here to the community, the message that I'm pushing very clearly is that we're building a customer-driven police department. This document here is my Bible. Well, let me stop and I'll go back in 1 second, because Jack said something that I have to clarify. When Jack called Ian Dombrowski up, he called him Major. And I asked Jack where you called him out of his rank, because he's a captain. But, Jack tends to be clairvoyant. And what happened is Captain Ian Dombrowski came out #1 on the testing for the position for Major. So give a round of applause to Major Ian Dombrowski on the Southern District. Stand up, Major. As of 5 o'clock yesterday, the mayor signed your paperwork. So you should be thanking the mayor. So I wanted to, I know you're very excited about Ian. He's done a wonderful job down here. He's one of my superstars. We placed him in this position as I moved Dave Reeds downtown to do detectives. And so I've been extremely happy with the job that he's done down here, quietly just got on top of everything, and the community have just said nothing but positive. So Ian, a job well done, you've earned it, so thank you so very much. This is our strategic plan, this is my Bible. This is when I have staff meetings on Mondays, this is what we talk about, this document here. When recruits go to the police academy, before they can graduate from the academy, they get tested on this document. When a sergeant takes a test, before they can get promoted on that test, they get tested on this document. When a lieutenant takes a test, they get tested on what? When Ian Dombrowski, excuse me, when Ian Dombrowski went to allergies. I've never had allergies 53 years of my life until I came to the East Coast. I apologize. Ian Dombrowski, when he took a test. Ian, what did you take a test on? This is the Bible of the Baltimore Police Department. In here, it talks about some of the challenges that we have. It talks about how we're going to solve the challenges. I don't get paid to bring issues to my bosses to say, this is an issue, we can't solve them. I get paid to solve them. So we as a team are starting to solve these issues and move this police organization in the right and proper direction. Without going into a great amount of detail on this document, and it's on our website. So you can go on our website at any given point in time and you can pull this document out. You will get 98% of everything that I have. The only 2% that you don't have is our deployment numbers. So we're very clear up here. There are some challenges here. Here the community says that we're off target from where they want us to be. Our job is to get on target from what the community wants from this police department. Internally, the employees talk about the lack of resources that they need. Our job is to solve those problems and get them solved right away, and we're moving in the right direction. This book is really based off of 3 C's. The number 1 C is crime. Number 1 is violent crime within our city. That's our focus. But also for me, the probability or possibility of a woman being pulled down an alley and raped is important to me. The probability or the possibility of somebody breaking into your house, that's important to me. The probability or possibility of somebody breaking into your car and taking the things that you've earned in your vehicle, that's important to me. So this document doesn't just focus on one crime, it focuses on all the crimes and dropping all the crimes within the city as a whole. Also, the next C is, the first C is crime, second C is community. Number 1 thing is that we work for the people of this city who pay our tax dollars. We don't come to meetings or we do not direct the community. We listen to the community and turn their wants into the imperatives of this police department. So we will build a service-driven police organization. Number 3 is credibility. It's critical that we are a credible organization. I have no tolerance for scandals. I have no tolerance for bad policing.